Consider the function fx equal 11 square root x minus 2x minus 11, where x interval 0 to 20. Find the value of f0 and f20. Right. The function is fx equal 11 square root x minus 2x minus 11. If f0, it means 11 square root 0 minus 2 times 0 minus 11. And the result is minus 11. How about if f20? 20, 11 square root 20, 2 times 20 minus 11 minus 2, 11, 11 to square root 5 minus 40 minus 11. And if calculate, the result is square root 5. There are two values of square root 5, positive and negative. So if square root 5 values is plus, it becomes 22 square root 5 minus 51 minus 1.8065. And if it's negative, if square root 5 result is negative, becomes minus 22 square root 5 minus 51, it becomes minus 100.193. So if minus this one, the result, f20, if square root 5 plus, the result is this one. Okay, what else? Find the two roots of fx equal 0. Two roots, it means fx equals 0, so 11 square root x minus 2x minus 11 equals 0. I'm going to set becomes squared, okay, power 2, right side and left side. Okay, becomes, this is so 0, or you may set like this, or you may set like this, same. Or you may set like this, okay? Same if you set it because like this, but I would like to writing like this, okay? So it's gonna be 11 times 11 is got 121 x, for x plus 44, 121 equals 0, or it is 121x minus 4x, 44x equals 0, multiply minus 1, it's going to be 4x squared. This is 4x squared. Okay, then minus 77 x plus 121 equals 0. So a equal 4, b equal minus 77, c equal 121. Because we are going to find x1. Two roots means we are going to find x1 and x2. You are familiar with this formula, I think. Minus b plus minus square root over 2a. So we are going to determine x1 and x2 through this formula, 77, because minus 77 square root. B squared is minus 77 squared minus 4 times 4, 121 over 2 times 4. And this is 77 plus minus. This I have calculated 63.214 over 8. I'm going to move here. So x1, 77 plus 63.19. So this is 0.19, not 214. Okay, over 8, the result 17.52. Okay. X2, 77 minus 63.19 over 8, and the result is 1.726. So this is x1 and x2. Sketch the graph of y equal fx on the following grid. Right. The intercept point on x-axis there are two. So the intercept point are wait. This intercept point the intercept point on x-axis are 17.52, 0 and 1.726, 0. And this is intercept point with on x-axis. Intercept point on y-axis. On y-axis, only one intercept point, y equal, wait, y equals 1. When x equals 0, this one, minus 11. 0, minus 11. And the next step, you are going to find the extreme point. The extreme point, we need to find the derivative of this function. The derivative is 11 times half x power minus half minus 2. And it should be 0 because we need to find the extreme point. Extreme point we can find if dy dx equals 0. Right, so it's going to be 11 over 2 square root x minus 2 equals 0. So it's gonna be 11 over 2 square root x equal 2. Equivalent, this is right. So I'm gonna move here. It means square root x equal 11 over 2 times 2, 11 over 4. It means x equal 11 over 4 squared, or 121 over 16, 7.56. Now substitute x into substitute x equals 7.56 into y equal 11 square root x minus 2x minus 11. And you can find the number is 4.13. So the extreme point is x comma y. X is 17.56 comma 4.13. Right. Insert the point on x-axis first. 17.52. Okay, 17 point. This is 16, 17, 17.52. This one, 17 on here, 17.52. And after that, 1.7. 4, 3, 2, 1. One around here, 1.78. And then insert a point on y-axis, minus 11, this one. And then the extreme point, x 7.56. 7.56 around here. And then y is 4.13. 4 is 413 around here. So this is the extreme point. So the graph will be like this. Wait. Okay, and then number 2, find the coefficients of x power 6 in the expansions of 2x minus 5 power 9. Right. We will use the binomial theorem. Binomial theorem. It says that a plus b power n equals sigma k equals 0 to n of n. Okay, this is combination a power n minus k times b minus k. In this case, a equal 2x, b equal minus 5, and n equal 9. And next we need to we need the term because we are going to find coefficients of x power 6. So we need the term where the power of x equals 6. So we look for the term where I'm gonna set 2x power 9 minus k equal x power 6. We have to look the term where this one, 2x power 9 minus k equals 6 power 6. Now, we can simplify. This equation becomes 2 power 9 minus k times x power 9 minus k equal x power 6. Now, pay attention for x power 9 minus k equal x power 6. So it means 9 minus k equal, I saw 9 minus k equals 6. I mean, so it means k equal 9 minus 6. K equals 3. And then substitute k into the binomial coefficient. I need more space. The binomial coefficient, substitute k equals 3 into binomial coefficient. And 3, combination 93 to x power, this one, n minus k, it means 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. B equal minus 5. Power k equal 3. This comes, wait, combination 9, 3. And then this is 2 power 6 times x power 6 minus 5 cube. Combination 9, 3 equal 84. This is 64. And then minus 125 minus 5 cube is minus 125 x power 6. And if you calculate, the result is minus 672,000 x power 6. Right. So this, the coefficients, again, the coefficient of coefficients of x power 6 is minus 672,000, or you can writing minus 6.72 times 10 power 6, power 5. Okay. Find integral e power 4x plus 6 dx. Right. I'm going to separate. This integral becomes integral e power 4x dx plus integral 6 dx. The first, I would like to find integral e power 4x dx. Let u equal 4x. It means du for dx, or 1/4, 1/4 du equal dx. So it means this integral, we can writing as integral e power for x e power u quarter du, because dx equal 1/4 du. Or we can write things like this: integral 1/4 e power u du. And the integral is e power u plus c. So the integral is 1/4 e power u plus c. U is for x, so this integral equal 1/4 e power 4x plus c. And how about integral 6 dx? I need more space. And integral 6 dx equal 6x plus c. So it means integral e power 4x plus 6 dx equal 1/4 e power 4x plus 6x plus c. Okay, that's the integral. Find, wait, it is given that the derivative of hx equal e power 4x plus 6 and h 1.5 equal 105. Find hx, right? Part B. The hx, derivative of hx equal e power 4x plus 6. So it means hx equal integral e power 4x plus 6 dx. Or this one, the integral e power 4x plus 6 is 1/4 e power 4x plus 6x plus c. Okay. And if x equal 1.5, it means 1/4 e power 4 times 1.5 plus 6 times 1.5 plus c equal 105 according to this information. This one. And next, calculate, it becomes 1/4 e power 6. This is 9 plus c equal 105. So c equal 105 minus 9 minus 1/4 e power 6. 105 minus 9 is 96 minus 1/4 e power 6. So hx equal hx equals 1. Okay, these expressions and c equals 1. E power 4x plus 6x plus 96 minus 1/4 e power 6. Number 4, a discrete random variable x has following probability distribution: px equal x equal kx over 20 for x element of 3, 5, 8, 11. Find the value of k. Right. The given probabilities for X are probability X equals, if X equals 3, it is according to this equation is 3k over 20. If X equals 5, the probability is 5k over 20. If X equals 8, the probability is 8k over 20. If X equals 11, the probability is 11k over 20. Now, summing these probabilities, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3k over 20 plus 5k over 20, 8k over 20 for 20, and the accumulation equal 1 because the maximum probability equal 1. And this is 27. 27k over 20 equal 1. So 27k equal 20 and k equal 20 over 27. So this is the value of k. Find the expectation x. To find the expectations of x, the expected value of discrete random variable x, actually it is. So we can use the formula, but wait, we are going to find the probabilities first, right? The probabilities, first x equal 3, discrete random variable, it equal 3 times 20 over 7 over 20. Because k is 20 over 27. Based on this result, so it becomes 3 times 20 over 20 times 7. 27, sorry, it's 27. Okay. So equal 3 over 27. Yeah. Next, probability x equal 5, according to this result. So 5 times 20 over 27 over 20, and it's equal 5 times 20 over 20 times 27. 5 over 27. Next, probability x equal 8. 8 times 20 over 27 over 20. So 8 times 20 over 20 times 27. 8 over 27. And if x equal 11, 11 times 20 over 27 over 20 is equal 11 times 20 over 20 times 27, 11 over 27. That's one. And the next step, we're going to substitute this result into this equation, expectation equation, Ax equal sigma x times p x equal x. So it's going to be 3 times 3 over 27 plus 5 times 5 over 27 plus 8 times 8 over 27 plus 11 times 11 over 27. I need more space. And this is 9 over 27, 25 over 27, 64 over 27, 121 over 27. And the result is 219 over 27, or in decimal, it is 8.11. Number 5, the following diagram shows the cross-sections of the roof of a house. The cross-section is symmetrical about the vertical line through points A and point E. Point A and E, the vertical. The gradient of BA is 712. Find the size of angle BAE, expressing your answer in degrees. Expressed in degrees. So this angle we are going to find. All right, I'm going to sketch a right angle triangle. Okay. Gradient, the gradient BA or MBA, and BA equals 712. Okay. If this is B, this is A, and this is, for example, this is O, the gradient is 712. So gradient is tangent, so it means if this is theta here, it means 7 here, 12 here. Okay, because tangent theta equal vertical change over horizontally change, or delta y over delta x, 7 over 12. But we're going to find this angle, BAO, right, or BAE, right? So it means angle BAE is this angle. So it means tangent 12 over 7. That's angle BAE. Sorry, tangent is one, tangent angle, tangent angle BAE. Okay, this is E here. BAE equal 12 over 7. Okay. And then angle BAE, it means arctangent or tangent power minus 1 of 12 over 7. And the result is 59.74. Or you may round it becomes 60 degrees. Wow. A builder requires the length of the sides BA and CE. The builder has the following measurements. Angle, sorry, angle ABC equal angle BCE equal 90 degrees. Okay. DC equal 50, BC equal 30, and the F equal 700. Okay. So A, B, C is 90, 90. Fine, CE. Right. To find C, I would like uh, to show you the two triangle. The first triangle is this one, right angle triangle. This is CA, and this is 50 centimeters, and this angle is 59.74. I mean this triangle, this one. Okay, C, not A, but D, sorry. This is D. Okay. Now I'm going to find next DE, this one, DE. And after that, CD plus DE equals CE. And the second triangle, like angle triangle, is one, DE. Okay, for example, this is M. Mm. And the angle is 59.74, while this is 350 because from D to F is 700. So from M to, if this is M here, M to D, it means 350. Right, let's calculate. So it means sine of for triangle DEM, sine 59.74 equals 0.86. And then sine 59.74 equal 300 over DE. 350, I mean, over DE. Or DE equal 350 over sine 59.74. And if you calculate, the result is 0.864. Okay. Ah, sorry, not 864, this one. I mean, 350 over 0.864 is 405.21. That's DE. So it means CE equals CD plus DE. It's equal 50 plus 405.1 equal 455.21 centimeters. This is part one. Next, part two. We are going to find BA. Look, the triangle, I'm going to create an extra triangle, a right angle triangle. This one. Okay, this triangle. B, for example, this is N and this is C. And according to the information that is 30 and this angle is 59.74. I mean this triangle, this triangle. Okay, for example, this is N. So if we can find Bn, uh, and A equals CA. Okay, so this is 455.21. Now let's define Bn. Right. Uh, tangent tangent 59.74 equal 1.71 and tangent 59.74 is equal 30 one over Bn, or Bn equal 30 over tangent 59.74. And if you calculate, the result is 17.5. So BA, okay, according to the information that BA equal Bn plus NA. So this is 17.5, this one 455.21. So the result 472.71 centimeters. Number 6, consider the function hx equal log 10 for x squared minus rx plus r minus 1, where x element of real number. Find the possible values of r. To find the possible values of r, we need to determine the domain of the function hx, this function. And the domain for the hx function should be a positive number, and for all valid values of x, this expressions, it means this expression, it should be the positive numbers. So if it is positive numbers, we can determine the domain of hx. Right. If positive number, it means 4x squared minus rx plus r minus 1, it should be greater than 0. Or we can writing for x squared minus rx plus r minus 1 greater than 0. A equal 4, b equal minus r, and c equal r minus 1. And I would like to find d, or determinant b squared minus 4ac, and this is r squared because minus r squared, 4 times 4 r minus 1, r squared minus 16r plus 16. For the quadratic equation to be positive for all x, if we would like to find that all x are positive, the discriminant should be less than 0. If less than 0, it means this discriminant less than 0. So r squared minus 16 r plus 16 less than 0. So we can determine r minus, we are going to using this formula minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay. Minus of minus 16 is 16 plus minus square root uh, minus 16 squared, 4, 1, and 16, right? Over 2 times 1. Then 16 plus minus square root 256 minus 64 over 2. And it is 16 plus minus square root 192 over 2. I'm going to move here. R1 and R2 sorry, 16 plus minus square root 64 square root 3 over 2, or 16 plus minus 8 square root 3 over 2. 16 divided by 2, 8 divided by 2, 4 square root 3. So R equal R1 equal 8 plus 4 square root 3, and R2 equal 8 minus 4 square root 3. Now we are going to find R, the interval or R, because this is inequality. So this point for 8 minus 4 square root 3, this point for 8 plus 4 square root 3 for this point. Okay, I have checked numbers under of 8 minus 4 square root 3 and the number above of 8 plus 4 square root 3, and the interval here. Okay, so it means the possible values, of R are this area. It means R greater than or equal 8 minus 4 square root 3 less than or equal 8 plus 4 square root 3. Number 7, my life is a social media platform with 93.6 million users, all age 13 years old and above. The following frequency table shows the number of users by age group. This is the distribution table. Find the percentage of my life users age 45 years or older. 45 years or older. Okay. I'm going to write it here. Part A. So given data that age 45 to 65 is 17.3 million users. Okay, 45 to 65. Okay, because the question is 45 years or older. It means 45 to 65 and 65 to 85. Okay, 3.7. Right. And after that age 65 to 85 is uh 37. Wait, check once more. One, 3.7. Not 37, sorry. 3.7. So it means user age 45 or older are 17.3 plus 3.7 equal 21 million users. Okay, next we're going to find the percentage. The percentage equal user age 45 or older over total total users or total numbers of users times 100%. It is 21 over total is 93.6 times 100%. It equals 22.4%. Okay. B, a sample of 1,000 My Life users is chosen at random. Find the probability that fewer than 200 of them are aged 45 years or older. We'll move here for part B. To solve this problem, we are going to using the binomial distribution. And first we need to determine mean. Mean is n times p. P is the proportion. Proportion is just now the percentage 22.4. So the proportion equal 0.224. This is the proportion. Right. So mu equal n times proportion. According to the information that n is 1,000 times proportion 0.224 is equal, if we calculate 224. Like that. And after that, standard deviation. Standard deviation equal square root np 1 minus p. 1,000 times 0.224, 1 minus 0.224. It is square root 173.824 13.18. That is, so this is the mean, and this one is standard deviations. Now, using the normal approximation, we can standardize this to the C-score, okay, for value 200. So becomes C X minus mu standard deviation over standard deviation. This is the formula. So Z uh, X is 200, mu is 1, 224 over 13.18 equal minus 1.82. Now we're going to check, evaluate the standard normal distribution table AAC score of minus 1.82 corresponds to a cumulative probability of approximately. We found that in table, in table, in table, in table is 0.0344. This in table. It means the probability, uh, the probability the probability that fewer than 200 out of 1,000 randomly chosen uh, my life, okay, the platform. There are age 45 years or okay, or older, older, or is approximately 0.0344, or in percentage 3.44%. Part C. Given that a My Life user chosen at random is 45 years or older, find the probability that they are 65 years or older. Find the probability that they are 65 years or older. Right, part C. The probability, firstly, I would like to find the probability that a randomly chosen user is 45 45 years or older is the probability is 45 or older. It is 21 million user over 93.6 million users, 0.224. And the second, I would like to determine the probability that a randomly chosen user is 65. Okay, 65 years or older. And it is probability 65 or older. A 65 is 3.7 million users over 93.6 million users. And if you calculate the result 0.0395. To calculate the conditional probability, we're going to using the formula that probability 65 years or older, the conditional probability of 65 years or older given 45 years or older equal 0.0395 over this one 0.224. And the result is 0.1763, or rounded to 0.181. So the probability that a randomly chosen my life my life platform user is 65 years or older, given that they are 45 years or older, is approximately to 0.1763 or 0.18, or in percentage, we can convert 17.63%. Or if this is the number, if already approximately it becomes 18% after rounded. Next, D. List the mid-interval value for each class interval, right? So the mid here, midpoint, okay, midpoint, yeah, midpoint, 13 plus 18 divided by 2, 15.5. And then 18 plus 25 divided by 2 equal 21.5. 25 plus 45 divided by 2 is 35. 45 plus 65 divided by 2 is 55. So it is 35, 55. And then this one, 65 plus 85 divided by 2 is 75. That one. So this is part D. Uh, sorry, now part E. Better I write here, part D. D. So 8 in years, 13 to 18, 18 to 25, 25 to 45, 45 to 65, 65 to 85. And the midpoint, 15.5, 21.5, divided by 2, 35, 55, and this one 75. That's the midpoint. Part E. Hence, for my life platform users, estimate the mean age. Right, the mean age okay, E part 1. I'm going to writing the frequency. This is the frequency on table. This is frequency F. Okay. Frequency. The frequency is 5.5, 23.6, 43.5, 17.3, 3.7. And midpoint or X are 15.5, 21.5, 35, 55, 75. And after that, F times X, 5.5 times 15.5 is 85.25. And this one is 507.4, 1,522.5, 951.5, 277.5. And the result, the accumulation is 2,000, sorry, 3,344.15. And frequency, the total frequency is 93.6. So the mean age equal 3,344.15 over 93.6 equal 35.73. This is the mean age. Right. Part 2. Part 2 is about the variance. Okay, the variance. Actually, you can find the mean age and variance also through your calculator if you have calculator, but I would like to explain you the manually how to find variance as well the mean. For variance, we need to complete this table, this data before. Data in this part is 5.5, frequency 5.5, 23.5, 23.6, I mean, 43.5, wait, 17.3, 3.7. After that, X or midpoint, 15.5, 21.5, 35, 55, 75. And after that, X minus mu. Mu is this one, 35.73. This is mu. Uh, it is minus 20.23. And this one is minus 14.23. And this one is minus 0.73. This one is 19.27. 39.27. After that, X minus mu squared. Minus 20.23 squared is 409.25. 202.49, 0.53, 371.33. This one, 1,542.13. And F times X minus mu squared, calculate 5.5 times this one, okay, that one times. So the result is 2,250.88, 4,778.76. This is 23.06. This one, 6,424.0. And this one is 5,705.89. And the total accumulation is 19,183 182.585, while frequency accumulation 93.6. And the variance, I can determine variance. Variance equal this number divided by this number, 19.182. Sorry, 19,000, I mean. 19,182.585 over 93.6. The result is 204.94. That is variance. This one. A different social media platform, Small Talk, reports that its users have a mean age 29.9, 29.9 years and a variance 137 years. The following four diagrams represent age distribution. Identify the diagram which best represents the age distributions for the users of my life and small talk. Okay, right. So if you create the distribution, okay, I'm going to get here, part two. The small talk distribution curve will be like small talk, and also my life will be like this. Okay. The first is my life. My life with mean 35.73 is mean. Okay. Like this. Right. And the second is the second is small talk. According to the information, the small talk mean is 29.9. It means around here. 29.9 around here. Yeah. 29.9. And the small talk distributions uh, will be higher because it has variance smaller. Its variance, if you compare with my life variance 204, the small talk variance is, let me check, this one, 137. Okay, if you compare with my life, sorry, my life variance, this one, 204.94. So it means the small talk curve would be higher because it has variance smaller, resulting in a narrower and more concentrated distribution if it has variance smaller. Right. So we are going to sketch the graph. I'm gonna using the different color. Uh, like this. This is the mean, and then gonna be like this. The dotted line. Okay, that's one. Okay, so let me see the option. I want this one, C. Okay. In your chosen diagram, identify which social media platform is represented by the solid line. Okay. Of course, the solid line, uh, my life represented by the solid line, this. And the dot line is represent of small talk. I think here. Okay. Wait, this is part one, actually part one of F. And part two, my life represented, my life platform represented by solid line, while small talk represented by dot line. The following table shows the populations of Canada 3 years after the year 2000. And this is the table about Canada population. A student uses linear regression to model the populations of Canada using this data. The student model is P equal AT plus B. Write down the value of A and the value of B. So we are going to figure out how much the value of A and how much the value of B. Right. According to that data. I'm gonna rewrite the data T TR0, 5, 10, 15, 20. PR 30.7, 32.2, 24, 35.7, 37.9. Actually, you can find the value of A and B through calculator if you have calculator, but I would like to show you how we calculate manually by formula. Wait, after that T times P or TP. T times P equals 0. Then this is 161, 340, 535.5, and this one 758. And next T squared, of course 0, 25, 100, 225, 400. And then the accumulation T equals 50, Sigma P is 170.5, sigma TP 1794.5. That's one. Sigma T squared is 750. Now, let me calculate A based on the formula N sigma TP minus sigma T sigma P over N sigma T squared minus sigma T squared. So difference sigma T squared and sigma T squared, right? If you substitute this number into this formula, you're gonna find the result. I have calculated this 0.358. Now B formula is sigma P minus A times sigma T over N. If you submit sigma P, this one, and as well A, this one, 0.358, and sigma T, this is 50 over N. How much N? N is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N equal 5. So you can find the result 30.52. Okay. So we have calculated that A equal A equals 0.358 and B, sorry, and B equals 30.52. If N equal 5, and then if N equal 5, and then sigma T equal 50, sigma P equal 170.5, sigma TP equal 1794.5, and sigma T squared equals 750. Right. Interpret in context the value of A. The value of A, uh, the value of A, uh, yeah, the value of A, oh, this is part one, this is part two. Okay. The value of A is represents the average of annual increase in the population. The population of Canada. Of course, in millions. Supposed to be, I have to prepare this explanation first. Starting from 2000, yeah, from 2000 and so on. And each year, on average, the populations of Canada, the populations of Canada increases by approximately 0. Wait, 0. Same as this one, 358 million. It's 0.358 million, or how much this? 358,000 people. Yeah, I forgot to prepare these sentences. Right. Next. The students uses this model to predict the populations of Canada in the year 2030. Okay, where t equals 30, and calculates the populations of approximately 41.3 million people. Comment on the reliability of the students' predictions. I have provided my explanations about this, because if I will writing like this, I will need more time. So I have provided this, my explanation. You may copy, or if you have the different opinion or different explanations, you may using your explanations or your opinion about this. But this is according to my opinion. Right. I'll continue. Part C. Next, a data scientist Benoit uses additional information of develop an exponential model for Canada user population. In this model, BT equals 33.5 times 1.005 power T represent the millions of people in Canada T years after the year 2000. Where T interval 25 to 100 uses Bennett's model to predict the populations of Canada in the year 2100. Okay, so we're going to predict the populations of Canada in the year 2100 based on uh, this data, the provided data. All right, see part one. So T equal 2100 minus 2000, and it is 100. 100 years after 2000, the prediction. Now substitute into these equations. BT equal 35.5, 1 multiply 1.005 power T. It means T equal 100, 1.005 power 100. And the result is 55 or 55.163 million people. Okay, this one. So on on 2100, the populations in Canada will be 55.163 million people. Okay, what else? Question, next question, part two. Interpret in context the value the value of 1.005 in Bennett model. Okay, the interpretations I haven't yet provided my explanation, so I have to rewrite. Okay. Interpretation like this, that the number number 1.005 is the factor 1.005. 1.005. It indicates that each year the population the population is expected to increase sorry to increase by 0.5% compared to the previous year. Uh, uh, this occurs due to a growth factor of 1.005. It means it means that the population is multiplied by 1.0054 every year. Yeah. Okay. Part D. Oh. Another data scientist, Cecilia, developed a third model for Canadian population. It is a model with Cecilia formula or function ct equal 62 over 1 plus e power minus 0.02 t represents the million of people in Canada t years after the year 2000, where t between 25 to 100. Use a serious model to predict the populations of Canada in the year 2100. Same with Benoit's model, 2100. So we are going to compare later uh, the population between Cecilia and Benoit's. Right. Let's recalculate according to Cecilia formula. D T equal 2100 minus 2000 equal 100. And according to Cecilia, that the equation CT equal 62 over 1 plus e power minus 0.02 t. That. Now substitute t, 100, into this equation being better here. Or is c 100? I mean, 1. Okay, so it's going to be 62 over 1 plus e power minus 0.02 times 100. It's going to be 62 over 1 plus e power minus 2. Yeah. And if you calculate, the result is 54.609. That one. Or I'm going to round off, become 64.6 million people. That's not according to Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken, 55.116. Yeah. This is part D. What else? Does it mean the year in which the difference between the predictions from Bernard's model and Cecilia's model is the greatest? Okay. So it means we are going to figure out the gap. Okay, the gap in which year the gap between the gap number of population between according to Cecilia's model and Benoit's model. So my method is through graph. I have sketched this graph, two graphs, and you may sketch as well. I have sketched the graph, and the graph like this. Okay, I will using the different color. Okay, one and this one. Okay. Okay, this line for uh, Cecilia model, CT model, and this one for BT. Okay. And 25 here, this 25. And then 100 here. Okay. And the gap occur in this area, in this, around this area. And I have checked detail, and I found between the numbers between 58. Uh, so actually around three numbers, 58 and then 59 and then 60, sorry. This is 59 and 60. I have checked one by one. Around or coordinate points around here. And I have checked one by one, all coordinate points around here. Okay, and then I have checked one by one if the gap will be like this. If t equal 59, 58, sorry, equal 58. If t equal 58, if t equal 58, b50 b58, it is 44.74, and then C58 is equal 47.2. So the difference or the gap 2.46. It is a million. Okay. 2.46 million, the gap or the difference. If t equals 59, bt equals 44.96 and ct is equal 47.43. And the gap or the difference 2.47 million. And when t equal 60, b60 equal 45.19, and C60, this is B59, C59. Okay. It is 47.65. And the gap or the difference is 2.46 million people. So the greatest gap or the greatest difference occurs when t equal 59. So it means the conclusion is the greatest difference occurred on 2000 plus 59 on 2059 on years 2059. That okay. Find the value of bx and 75. Cx. This is derivative actually. So we are going to find derivative b first and then derivative of function c. Okay, B equal 30.5 times 1.005 t. And then the derivative of B equals 35 times 1.005 t ln 1.005. And if t equals 75, okay, one, I have calculated this, the result is 0.24. Now, this is part 1. And part 2, if C, sorry, this is supposed to be BT. So, okay, CT is 62 over 1 plus e power minus 0.02t. Okay. To find the derivative, we are going to use this method, the differential method, that u equal 62 and phi equal 1 plus e power minus 0.02t. Okay, derivative u equals 0 and derivative phi equals minus 0.02 e power minus 0.02t. And then the derivative c equals 0 times 1 plus e power minus 0.02t is going to be 0 minus 0.02 e power minus 0.02t times 62 over c squared, this one squared. I'm going to writing c squared. And the derivative will be like this. 1.24 e power minus 0.02t over 1 plus e power minus 0.02t squared, like that. And if you substitute 75 into the derivative function, the result is 0.185. This one. Next, part G. Compare and interpret in context the values of B action or B derivative if t equals 75 and C derivative if t equals 75. I provided my explanations, my opinion about this question. One, part G, comparisons and interpretation. So I will not explain. You can copy this. You can copy these explanations, or maybe you will add something. Okay, so there are two two points of comparison, and there are as well two points of interpretation. Okay, I think clear. In physics also, on my other video, you can learn that all of explanations I have provided before, and you can copy that, or you can adding something about your opinion or your explanation. Number 9, in this question, all values of x and t are radians. Consider the function f(x) equals 6 cosine pi x. Write down the amplitude of the graph. On the function, the amplitude, actually this one, 6. 6 is the amplitude. And pi is the part of period. So amplitude equal 6. And the next question, find the period of f. Right, one period is 2 pi. And on that function, that the period is pi, so 2 pi over pi equal 2. Part B. Consider a second function gx equal minus 8 sine pi x. The sum of the function can be expressed in the form fx plus gx equal a cosine bx minus c, where abc greater than 0. By considering the graph of y equal fx plus gx, determine the value of a. Okay. B, y equal fx plus gx. Fx is 6 cosine pi x, while gx is minus 8 sine pi x. According to the information that fx plus gx equal a cosine b x minus c. Come on. So it means a equal square root a squared plus b squared. This is a, this is b. 6 squared plus minus 8 squared. 100. Yeah, 10. So a equal 10. Next question, the value of b, right? We're going to find the value of b. The function, I'm going to writing fx plus gx, 6 cosine pi x minus 8 sine pi x. Look this function, whether cosine has pi as well, sine has pi. So the values of b, the values of b, or the values of b is pi. the smallest possible value of C, right? 3, the smallest values, possible values of C. Fx plus gx, this function, 6 cosine pi x, this is fx, and this one is gx. Fx is cosine, while gx is sine. So according to the standard form of linear combinations of sine and cosine, it says that r cosine x minus phi equal a cosine x plus b sine x. So it means phi equal tangent power minus 1 or arctangent of b over a. So phi equal arctangent, p is minus a is 6, 1, or arctangent, simplify minus 4 third. And if you calculate, the result is minus 0.9273. Okay, it's one radians. But if fx plus gx equal a cosine bx minus c, right? So we can substitute ABC. It becomes A is 10 cosine pi x minus our C is phi over pi. That is C. Right. So we can determine C minus this one over pi, and the result is 0.295. Next, a car is traveling along a straight residential street with speed bumps placed at regular intervals on the road to encourage safer driving. The car travels at a minimum velocity when passing over speed bumps and reaches a maximum velocity in between speed bumps. Its velocity is in meter per second, can be modeled by the function. This is the function where t is measured in seconds. Fine. The time at which the car first reaches the maximum velocity. To find the time at which the car first at the maximum velocity, we need to determine when. But I'm going to write here first the function Vt equal minus 4.5 cosine pi over 19 t minus 4 10.5, right? So if you're going to find the time when the car first the maximum velocity, we need to determine when cosine function, this expression, when this expression it reaches the minimum value. Minimum value, it means minimum value of cosine. The minimum value of cosine is -1. So cosine pi over 19 t minus 4 or minus 1. Minus 1 is the result of cosine pi. So cosine pi over 19 t minus 4 cosine pi. So pi over 19 t minus 4 pi t minus 4 equal pi times 19 over pi. So t equal 19 plus 4, it is 23. So time is 23. Find the number of speed bumps the car passes over in the first 2 minutes. 2 minutes is mean 120 seconds. Okay, motion, right? D. We need to find first the period of this function. I'm going to rewrite minus 4.5 cosine 19 over pi t minus 4 10.5. This is the part of period. So one period is 2 pi over 19 over pi going to be, sorry, 2 pi times pi over pi over, sorry, 19 over pi. Actually, this is pi over 19. Wrong. 19 is pi over 19 and this one 19 over pi. So t equal 38. In 2 minutes, it means 120, right? 2 minutes, sorry, 2 minutes equal 120 seconds. So we can calculate the number of periods. The number of periods is equal 120 over 38 over period 3.16. So it means the car passes over. I would like to writing the car passes over 3 speed bumps in the first 2 minutes or 120 seconds of motion. Next, part E. Find derivative of Vt. Derivative of Vt Vt is minus 4.5 cosine pi over 19 t minus 4, 10.5. It means the derivative is 4.5 minus 4.5, and differential or derivative of this expression first in brackets pi over 19 t minus 4, and after that derivative of cosine pi over 19 t minus 4. Okay, it is becomes this becomes 0, so it's going to be minus 4.5. It's going to be pi over 19, because t becomes 1 minus 4 becomes 0. 1 times pi over 19, it remains pi over 19. Then it is minus sine pi over 19 t minus 4. So the differential or the derivative is minus 4.5 pi over 19 sine pi over 19 t minus 4. Yeah. Next, hence or otherwise, write down the maximum accelerations of the car. Okay. To find the maximum accelerations of the car, we need to determine the maximum value of this function first, derivative of Vt. And maximum value of Vt, of derivative of Vt, I mean, it occurs when the value of sine is equal positive 1. Oh, wait. Oh, supposed to be this is a positive, because minus times minus. Wait, it is positive. Right, let's continue. So, sine should be sine pi over 19 times t minus 4. It should be equal 1. If you're going to find uh, the maximum value or the maximum acceleration, so we can write that the maximum acceleration we can determine through 1.5 pi over 19 times 1. Okay, because sine pi over 19 t minus 4 equal 1. So it means the result 4.5 pi over 19, and the unit is meter per second squared. This is not F, sorry. E part 2. This is E part 2. Next, F. Question is, find the distance and the unit meters between consecutive speed bumps. First, we need to find the maximum velocity. And the maximum velocity occurs when the functions or the expression cosine is equal -1. The function is 1, Vt equal minus 4.5 cosine over 19, t minus 4, 10.5. So I mean, to find the maximum velocity, and the maximum velocity occurs when this expression equals -1. So we can writing cosine pi over 19, t minus 4 equal -1. Uh, I have sketched the graph like this because I would like to determine t. Okay, this is t, and the graph like this. The graph like this. Okay, this is 1, this is -1, and t is 23 here. So it means t equal 23. So substitute 23 into this function phi 23, and if you calculate, the result is 10.5. Yeah. So distance, we can determine distance. Wait, I have to explain about this. So if phi 23, so it's gonna be, it's gonna be, if you calculate, it's gonna be 0. Okay, because one, it is one round, it's gonna be 0. So distance would be phi times t, and then it phi is 10.5 and t is 38, and the distance is 399 meters or 400 meters.